What's up, everybody? I'm gonna make this super simple, and this video is gonna be done in the style of one of my YouTube heroes, Uncle Rob. Uncle Rob, wherever you are, I hope you're doing well. Your videos are an inspiration, but I gotta jump into this one real quick.
What's up, everybody?
Here's the deal. The in-laws are coming. It's a holiday. You're having a birthday party. You're having a barbecue. You're doing something. And it's coming up next weekend, and you need to move really quickly to get your lawn looking stellar. Now, I'm going to go ahead and warn you about one thing. If your lawn is in the dumps right now, it's not going to look like this. This takes work. This takes time, and it takes commitment, and you need to be subscribed to this channel if you're actually going to achieve these kind of results, because they're stellar. So get that out of the way, click it, and let's move on. Before you get too deep into this video, what I suggest here is something that is going to save your ass, not your grass. So you're gonna get through this, you're gonna do these steps, you're gonna get it moving in the right direction, but here's what you need to do. There are links in the description below that sell all the material that does all of this beauty right here. That's what you're gonna wanna get to, but this video is just going to save your ass. All right, so here's how it's gonna go. It's gonna go into very simple and very specific steps because you're in a hurry. And you're in a hurry because, well, maybe you waited too long to do all this stuff. Maybe all of a sudden your marriage is on the line because you didn't do all this stuff. I don't know what it is, but I wanna take you from zero to hero or heroin. Don't do heroin, that's bad. First, I need you to go fire up that mower, and I need you to do it right now. I'll wait. Oh, but I didn't tell you how high to cut the grass. All right, here's the deal. If your grass is above 2 inches, and do you know what 2 inches looks like? I hope so. Some people don't. 2 inches. I'm gonna go ahead and have you cut off only 1 inch. For me, that's this part of my finger right here. Only 1 inch off your grass. No more than that, no less than that. And there's a very specific reason. We don't wanna cut down too deeply into your turf. If you're already out there real mowing and doing something at a 1/2 inch or 3/8 of an inch, obviously that's not going to apply to you, and probably your lawn looks awesome already. So why are you even watching this? For the rest of you, go ahead and cut 1 inch off your turf. The second that you're done, I need you to do step 2. Or, as Uncle Rob would say, then go out and turn your water on. If it's on an irrigation system, I need you to run each station for at least 30 minutes. If it's not, I need you to go throw your sprinkler out there in the lawn, turn it on and let it run while we do step 3. Then jump in your truck. You gotta get in there. Maybe you don't have a truck. That's okay. Nobody cares. Get in your car, get in your truck, get on your moped. Head over to whatever store you have local. Is that a Home Depot, a Lowe's, an Ace, a Walmart, True Value? I don't really care. It doesn't really matter. There is going to be a product on that store shelf, and it is a 21-0-0. You're going to want to pick up that product, and you're going to want to make sure you get enough of it. Did you actually measure your lawn? Then drive back home real quick. Then turn off your sprinkler if you have to go walk it to figure out how big it is, or you can hop on findlotsize.com. Findlotsize.com, you can click, trace out your lawn, find exactly your square footage so you buy enough fertilizer. Got that? Let's move along. Now you're gonna go back to the store. Then get there, look for that 2100. You're gonna need to grab it. Make sure you grab enough. Here's how we're gonna do this. Get back home as fast as you can. Then, chances are you have a fertilizer spreader. If you don't have a fertilizer spreader, you're gonna have to go back to the store. Then, I'm gonna have you put down a very specific amount of fert, and here's how it's going to work. Most spreaders have a certain amount of settings on them, and I'm gonna go through those real quick, and I'm gonna tell you where you need to set that thing right now. On a standard rotary spreader, I want you to put out 3 pounds of total material. That's gonna end up being 0.63 pounds of nitrogen, and I'm not gonna get into the science of that right now, but I would love to. That's what this channel's all about. It's about the science of growing killer grass. This is what I want you to do. If you've got a spreader that only has a setting from 1 to 10, spreader from 1 to 10, you're gonna set it on a 2.5. If you've got a spreader from 1 to 18, you're gonna set it on a 3. If you've got a spreader from a 1 to 24, you're gonna set it on a 14. If you've got a spreader from 1 to 40, you're gonna set it on a 25. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. I'm sorry, but that's about the number that we're gonna wanna get out. But now you know. Okay, so let's just check this off real quick. So you've mowed, bing, turned on the water, bing, that's good. You've measured your lawn, bing, And then number 4, we've got the fert. It's time to spread it. Follow those spreader settings, go ahead and put it out. Then, the second that you're done with that, I want you to kick your sprinklers back on, and I want you to run it for a minimum of 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Go ahead and do it. Now, it's time for a little asterisk next to everything we said. If you're watching this on a Friday and you need green grass on Saturday, there's only one way to do it, and it's like this. Hopefully you've given yourself a little bit more time. Maybe it's Monday, maybe it's Tuesday. I think we can get it by then. You need 3 to 5 days to make this happen. And honestly, if you've waited this long to do anything to your lawn, kind of shame on you a little bit. It only took 5 days to get that grass to look like that with those products in those links. 2 applications, 5 days. It's really doesn't take a whole lot. I want you to be right here with us on this lawn journey so that you never have to panic ever again. Because look, it's gorgeous and it's really easy to do with a little bit of effort. Then, it's been a day or two, you're probably gonna need to water again. We have put down a product called ammonium sulfate. Ammonium sulfate has just a fabulous synergistic effect on your entire lawn because it's using ammonia and it's using sulfur to form certain bonds that build proteins in your grass that will give it a stronger, more healthy leaf blade. Now also, by not cutting off a whole lot of that turf, your turf should actually be growing at this point. It's only been a couple of days, but it's got energy that it didn't have before. So now we're growing a little bit of a healthier turf. Yeah, I wasn't really going to get into the science a whole lot, but I felt like I needed to for that part. It's super important that those 2 elements working together, ammonia and sulfur, do a ton for your lawn, and it's going to make it super dark green. So that's really, really good. Okay, we're coming up. We're getting close to the weekend. This is where it gets really important. I'm going to need you to go back out with the rest of whatever fertilizer is left. Hopefully you're not going to go out with a whole lot, but we're going to put about half as much down as we did before. So whatever your spreader settings were that I told you before, go ahead and cut those in half. Put the rest of the material in there. Go ahead and spread it out. We're just putting ammonium sulfate out that's available anywhere. It's cheap, it's easy to find, and we're just giving the lawn energy. So over this course of the week, we're actually giving your lawn 1 total pound of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet. Now again, if you're subscribed to this channel, that is nothing I ever do. And I don't get results like this by putting that much in out. But you're in a pinch, and you need to hurry, and there are people coming over, and you're being yelled at, or whatever it is. It's just time to make the grass grow. I'm also giving you some tips that are going to shield some of those kind of crappy spots. This isn't killing any weeds, and quite frankly, you don't need that right now because we're going to cover them up by this next thing. Then, it's the day before the weekend. The party is happening in 24 hours. This is the best and most simple part, and this is what's going to make your lawn at this point really have seen the biggest change. I'm hoping we've had a few days, 3, 4, 5, maybe. That would be wonderful because this nitrogen we put out is totally soluble. It's not going to give you an extended feeding. It is something that is hitting the ground and the grass is going to use it and it's going to make everything flush up. And that's the whole goal that we're going here. We're not adding anything else to it. And I could be pitching you on a whole bunch of stuff. I own a fertilizer company. That's what I do for a living. This is just going to give you the quick tool to get you in there. Then you better actually start learning how to do this. I'm telling you right now, it's super important. Then, day before the party or morning of, and this is imperative, and I want everybody to understand this because this is actually going to make that place look shining. We cut 1 inch off at the beginning of the week. We're not going to do that now. I don't want you to take more than 1/2 inch out of the lawn, just enough to level it out. That's what we're looking for right now. The taller that the grass is over this course of the week that we've been watering, that we've mowed it just a little bit, now we're only going to cut a tiny bit off of it because it should be growing up and that dark green color should actually be really taking hold right now. I only want to cut a tiny bit off because we don't want to stress that turf out. That's also going to give you the ability to put some stripes in it because the grass should be a little higher than normal, which is good. It's going to cover up some of those, less than stellar spots that are in the lawn. Because the grass is taller, it's going to shade over some of those things. You're going to be laying it over super nice, and it's going to be better than it was when you first watched this video, but it's still not going to look like this. That's it. Super simple. Now, if you want to dig into the science, if you want to understand why these things work, you got to subscribe, you got to watch, you got to ask questions, and you got to be part of this community, and it's really important that you do that. So, I want to wish you well on this lawn journey that you are going on, and I want you to join, be part of this team, and learn all about it and learn to love this lawn that you've got and take care of it and nurture it and be responsible and have it turn into this beautiful space that you can be proud of. And not only that, maybe you won't get yelled at anymore. I'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.